Hey, I just watched the most disturbing clip and shared it, with that white female with her little baby in her hand who probably doesn't even know how to speak yet, but hearing his mama call a 5 year old that dirty N word, without shame. And upon further research, I'm hearing that due to the backlash this white Aryan nation queen received from her disgusting, despicable, and deplorable conduct, she was actually able to raise 80 grand, next to $80,000 from her uh, empathetic clan members out there and Aryan Nation and, you know, all those type sort of individuals that endorse, trying to devalue the black race, And a few things came to me, So many times, if you walk in a club or a dance hall, you'll see some beautiful melanin black women with horse hair or human hair sewed in or glued into their scalp, or it's a wig with the same blonde hair that lady had. And again, it makes me ask that question: why do we fashion ourselves to look like a group of people who has hated and despised us and has endeavored to destroy us as a people since the beginning of time? It makes me wonder why we think we need to have their hair color, their skin in order to feel or actually exist as a beautiful person. You don't know. Another thing that I thought about too, as well, is that we always remain in the state of satisfaction. We're satisfied, okay, I'm black. I could work on the police force. I'm black. I could be a teacher. I'm black. I could be a social worker. But how about being I'm black and I own my own we own a clinic. We own a legal clinic. We own a school that's ours where we're independent from our oppressors. What sense does it make to get money from our oppressors to operate for our own? We're still tied to our oppressors. They can still pull the plug at any time. If we can pool together and open clubs and put on dances and what have you, or pool together and shame each other through on social media, then we can pool together and resurrect that Black Wall Street where everything is owned, financed, and operated by us. We already know what they are and what they think of us. They don't hide it. We don't live in a time where they're going to deny they meant this and that. They're coming out and stepping out bold as anti Black haters and anti Black racists. We already know, and G.I. Joe said, knowing is half the battle. You done know. The other part of the battle is taking action. What's the sense in screaming, stop being racist? You think they're going to stop? What we need to do is tell each other, stop being dependent, stop being sellouts, stop being ashamed of being black. Remember, we didn't create us. God, Jehovah, Jarasta, Allah, Buddha, whoever you hail as your creator, created you as a black person. And just tell me one mistake the creator, your creator, has ever made. Sometimes we worry about our minds about things we can't define, but we can define the meaning and definition of not if being independent, being a proud people, and standing up for our own. You don't know, it's something to think about. And just to let you know, it is possible to open our own medical clinics here in Canada. It's possible to have our own school board. It's possible to be independent of our oppressors and sit down and continue to be delusional and believe that they will ever give us equality, freedom, and rights. I think the best thing to do is to leave them and their society alone and create our own. And if push comes to shove, pool our resources and go back to where it's all started from. You don't know. It's like trying to fit into a puzzle that where we don't belong. We are not cut into the pieces that make up that puzzle. The only place for society in Western society for a black man, a black woman, and a black child is to continue to be the ethnic group that doubts themselves, that gives away their innovative ideas and creations, that doesn't believe in black ingenuity. You done know. We already know. And G.I. Joe said knowing is half the battle. The real battle now is taking action for ourselves and stop knocking on that door that they sealed, they crazy glued, boarded up. We're not going to get through that door. But guess what? We can be us. We can be black. We can ensure that we support initiatives that are by black. We don't have to conform anymore.